Hi. So on the workbench today we have a music and sound model MC350A, like Apple. Not to be confused with the model MC350 because that's a different one altogether. The MC350A was the first all-new model that Music and Sound launched in the early 90s, and it was sort of the beginning of a modern era of new models that they came out with over the next 5 or 6 years. Here we have a cut sheet or a sales sheet for the MC350A, and as it says, the M&S MC350A, brand new, loaded with everything but price, because of course price was a thing. The MC350A was the very first model that Music and Sound ever made that incorporated a microprocessor to control the functions of the system. And this was a revolutionary new idea. There were models before this that used microcontrollers or microprocessors for things like radio tuning and displays and things like that, but this one controls all of the functions in the MC350A. And it's a nice sales sheet. I like the idea that they showed a black model on the front page because black models are always standout. They have lots of information here, and I will, I think, scan this and put this on our website, and you can go there and read all about it if you're interested. So the point of this video today, MC350As, since they're controlled by a microprocessor, there may be times that it's necessary to do a reset on the master station, primarily after you have had a power outage. As most people know, when you have any kind of device that has a microprocessor in it, the microprocessor will be loaded up with code or firmware, which are basically instructions that tell it how to operate and what to do. So when the MC350A was designed and they chose the microprocessor, they had to write code or firmware to be uploaded into the microprocessor, so when you push buttons to do things, it knows what to do, because basically it's following instructions that are loaded into it. When you have a power outage and your utility power goes off and on, and particularly if it goes off and on and off and on several times in a row, every time the power comes back on, the microprocessor has to boot back up. And sometimes when it boots up, it doesn't boot up correctly, especially if it's in the middle of the boot up and the power goes off again. It gets confused and it doesn't know what to do, and then the buttons don't function correctly. And that's why almost all devices that have microprocessors have some kind of way to reset the microprocessor. Contrary to what some people would think, turning the power off to the master station by using the circuit breaker and then waiting and then turning it back on is not really equal to doing a dedicated microprocessor reset. Almost all microprocessors have designed into them a reset pin, and when you do whatever the procedure is for that device to do a microprocessor reset, it's a deliberate action that affects the microprocessor by itself without shutting down the rest of the system. Now, in later models like the MC302 and the MC602 and so on, there is somewhere built into the set, depending on the model, a dedicated reset switch. And you push the button and you hold it down and it does the reset, and you let go and it boots back up and you're good to go, hopefully. No reset button on an MC350A. They chose to do a more elaborate method to do a reset, primarily I think because this was a new idea back in the day, because you have to remember this model came out 30-ish years ago. And so while microprocessors were not a new thing at that time, it was a new type of technology to build into their intercom systems, and I assume they figured out this, they thought this was the best way to do it. So the purpose of this video is to show you how to do the reset on an MC350A. To perform the reset, it's actually fairly simple, but a little bit convoluted. According to the instructions, you have to press, and we have instructions, you have to press the up button, the number 2 button, and the display button simultaneously. That means all at the same time. And it's not like up to display, it's like all 3 buttons all at the same time, which for some people is hard to do. If you have 3 fingers, it makes it easier. So you put your fingers on up and 2 and display, And so this set is powered up. I don't have anything else connected to it. I just set the clock. When you power it up, it comes up as 12 o'clock. I set it 11 minutes ago. It's just been sitting here running. And we're going to press up, to, and display all at the same time. And see it move, so that's not good. So let's try again. And it didn't do anything. So we didn't do it correctly. So let's try again. Up, to, and display. And if you do it correctly, the display will show the words test instead of the time. And the MC350A actually has what they call self-diagnostic testing. And when you put it into test mode, you can push buttons, and it's primarily to verify that these buttons actually work. It's not necessarily the most useful thing in the world, but I suppose it's what they could come up with. Like, you press this one, you get all ones. You press this one, you get all fours, all twos, all fives. This one down here, I think it's one of these, this one. This one lights up all of the different segments on the display so you can see if they're all working. That one's all A's, that one's all sevens. The problem with the self-diagnostic thing is that it maybe gives you kind of some information that maybe could be kind of helpful if you understand how to do the troubleshooting steps beyond that, but they don't address any of that really. So it's kind of like, oh look, this isn't working, but then what do I do? Well, I'm not going to tell you. So it's kind of silly, but they were trying. Anyway, so we have initiated the beginning steps of the microprocessor reset. We're now in test mode, and according to the instructions, now what you have to do is you have to turn the circuit breaker power off to the system. So watch the display because it's going to go dark. And you have to leave the power turned off for at least 15 seconds. That's what it says. If you just flip it off and flip it back on, it's not going to be good enough. It doesn't say anything about if it's longer than 15 seconds, although in trying this earlier, it didn't seem to make any difference. So if you want to leave it off for 30 seconds, that's probably okay too. And I'm just going to stand here and keep talking and talking while we wait for the 15 seconds to tick by. So that should be long enough. Now, when we turn the power back on, it's supposed to either show all zeros, and that's for the earliest versions of the MC350A, or it's going to flash 12 o'clock. So power is back on, and it's flashing 12 o'clock. Since we did a reset on it, the reset has erased the time setting. It will have erased any of your preset radio stations, which are 8 AM and 8 FM. It will also have erased, if you have programmed in an auto on time with the timer feature, that will be erased also. Any information that was stored in the memory of the microprocessor will have been erased, and you have to reprogram all of that now. But that's how you do a reset on your MC350A. I hope you found this interesting, and perhaps for someone it will be helpful. If it is, give it a thumbs up on YouTube, because that helps us just a little bit. There'll be a banner right here that shows you how to subscribe. Go to our YouTube homepage, click on the bell, and when you click on the bell, click on it to receive all notifications. And every time we post a new video, you'll get a notification and you can watch it. That's all for today. See you on the next video.